Hello, my little M's and M's. How are you guys doing? Hope everybody is well this Friday evening. Hope y'all are getting your crunk on, crazy and drunk. JK, I know that's not what it means. So, I just kind of wanted to come on here to make a little video. Because I recorded a video just a few minutes ago. It was just a mess, and I just kind of wanted to come on here today to kind of talk about anxiety, because for me personally, this is something that I have been dealing with like the course of my whole life. Like, I won't go too much into detail because I kind of want to focus on today and like where I am. Sorry, I'm holding a makeup brush in my hand. I just kind of wanted to talk about where I am today and how, like, certain ways that I deal with anxiety. But what I was going to say, I have dealt with anxiety from the age of 8 years old. And I grew up Mormon from a young age, and I was baptized in the Mormon church. And I'm originally from Utah, so you can only imagine. But so from the age of 8, I think that was when I had first went to therapy. And yeah, so I was in therapy at the age of 8 with how bad my anxiety was, because I didn't understand, and they didn't even diagnose me with anxiety. And I haven't really been diagnosed with anxiety from a therapist, so I'm not trying to be like an all-knowing person, like that I know exactly how anxiety is, because I don't. It's different for everyone. You know, everyone goes through their own, types of anxiety. And oh, and by the way, if you hear kind of like clapping, laughing, talking, my roommates right now are having a dinner party, so I'm sorry if you hear some like background noise. I kind of generally try to keep it quiet when I record. But anyway, so for me, last year I went through the worst of my anxiety that I think I have ever had to go through, and I felt in just such a dark place. I felt like I was losing my mind, quite literally. And I still have those days. I'm not trying to say that I have defeated anxiety, because I haven't, but I have come to a place in my life where when I feel my anxiety coming on, I know how to make it like stop, so it doesn't progress into a panic attack anymore. Because I know a lot of you probably have dealt with panic attacks, and it's not fun whatsoever. And but yeah, just ways of how I dealt with my anxiety. I actually found out I had a condition called thyroid Hashimoto, and you can Google it, do more research. But this will not be the case for everyone. I have been really skeptical about taking any medicine at all. Because I don't know, I took some anxiety medication like 2 years ago, and it just made me feel I didn't have any emotions. Like, it was taking care of the anxiety, but it was making it so I was not dealing with my stuff, and I just wanted to be in bed all the time. And it was an antidepressant as well, and I suffer with depression as well, as I've stated in a previous video that I've made. So, like, anyway, so it's been hard for me to do medicines. And so when I got diagnosed with thyroid Hashimoto, they told me I'd have to take a medication, and I was so skeptical. I was like, I really don't want to, but what if this could help me? And I was reading the symptoms of what thyroid Hashimoto can do, and it can make you have super bad fatigue, and I've had that. And I still do have fatigue still after taking this, but I've been taking this for now. I just popped something open and that scared the crap out of me. Okay, anyway. Anyway, so I have been taking it now for 3 months. And Sorry, my hair is being crappy piece of shiz right now, and I'm just kind of like, stay out of my face. But anyway, but yeah, so I've been taking it for 3 months, and literally 2 days after I had been taking anxiety medication, I felt so much better, because me personally, my anxiety makes me feel like I am not existent. Like it's foggy. I don't know if this can make sense to anyone, if anyone else goes through this type of anxiety, but I felt like I was in a constant fog. Like I was in a constant thin sheet was over my vision, and it was hard for me to remember stuff because I was constantly in my head overthinking things, and you know, just craziness, and so it just got really bad. But after taking the not anxiety medication, the thyroid Hashimoto medication, or it's not for thyroid Hashimoto exactly, but it is a type of thyroid medication that helps with thyroid problems. But I started feeling so much better, and and I thought maybe this is a fluke, maybe this is something, that I don't know, that the placebo effect, I think that's what that's called, when you think it's helping, but it's really not. But sometimes in ways, though, I feel like we sabotage ourselves when we do. Because maybe the medication is helping, but we're just overthinking. It's just this huge thing. I could go into like different stems, but I'm trying to focus on this. And I get from one subject to another really fast, because that's how my brain is. That's how my anxiety is. But yeah, like after taking that, and I take hemp oil. I used to take CBD oil. I know you guys have heard of that. I used to take this form of CBD oil that really wasn't helping, but I'm taking hemp oil now, and it's kind of a stronger, I would say, for me personally, it's stronger than CBD oil. And I have been taking that for, I would say, like 2 months, 3 months now, probably as long as I've been taking my thyroid medication. And I've been taking a B complex, and literally it has like, well, and with the mix of when I work out too, because working out really helps, get those happy, stimulating hormones going, and that can really help you, not have anxiety. But I don't know, I just feel like for a lot of people, why we have anxiety is by how we eat. I know for me personally, because I still have anxiety here and there to this day, and whenever I eat healthy and I'm working out and I'm doing everything I'm supposed to, like, to like help my body feel good, I don't have anxiety. Because a lot of the time, anxiety can be induced from eating just too much. And it's like, like when you say you have too much protein in your diet, or say you have too much, or yeah, you've like, I don't know, eaten too much of like one thing that is like, not good for you, and you're not like portioning out that kind of stuff, that can cause anxiety. And I really feel like people, and I don't know, doctors and stuff like that, they really don't do their research that well on anxiety, because I feel like a lot of it has to do with how we eat and stuff like that. I know, especially that is how it is for me. And it is a chemical imbalance. And that's the thing too. Eating too much of one thing can cause a chemical imbalance. So I just feel like you have to find what is going on within you, because I feel like doctors could prescribe me all these medications, and it really just wouldn't help. I just feel like you have to figure out what's going on within you. Because mine, it was overthinking, and still is. It's overthinking and trying to control things that are out of my control. I was trying to control every little situation, and it overwhelmed me. But grounding yourself, that's another thing I do too. I was listening to this, I can't remember what the app is called. It's called like Calm or something like that. And on the app, it was talking about how, like, you need to stop. You need to, like, listen to what your brain is saying. You need to, like, tell your, like, see if it's something that you can fix now, and if you can't, then you need to, like, let it go. And kind of, like, stuff like that. I'll have to look at, like, the definition, and I'll give it to you guys in my next video. But it really helps me. And anxiety has been something that has defeated my life for so many years, and I was done. I was done feeling anxious all the time and, like, hiding away from the world because of how scared I was all the time, and I hated it because I feared everything. Like, one of my biggest triggers is, like, ghosts and stuff like that. Like, it's crazy. But now I've come to a place in my life where I feel like I'm getting more confident with myself and, like, things that I am going through, because I would not be posting YouTube videos if I was still insecure, you know? Like, if I was still so insecure and I was still so anxious, I would not be posting this stuff. But I post these videos to maybe help one person, and it helps me just to talk about it. And I'm sorry if my videos don't really make sense a lot of the time, but they make sense to me. And if I could just help one person, and if I don't, you know, at least I am putting myself out there, you know. But I don't know. I'll go into more detail in my next video about certain experiences that I've gone through with anxiety, because this video is getting a little long. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and just kind of talk about ways I have been helping my anxiety, because something that seems to be way more common than not in today's society. So finding ways and trying to give advice doesn't hurt. Alright, well, I hope you guys have a really good next week and a really good weekend. Goodbye, my little Ems and Ems.